Hello, Imran. How are you?
I am perfectly fine. So it was very hard to schedule the talk with you because this is our recruitment season. We are hiring so many teachers for Oman, Saudi Arabia. I just finished one interview with one British lady for
Okay,
Saudi. So today it is nice that we met because it was logical timing. Anyhow, so my name is Imran. I'm recruitment director of English Today Recruitment, and I recruit teachers for Oman, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, UAE. Okay, for last, I think I have been hiring teachers for 12 years. Okay,
fantastic. Yeah. Congratulations on your success too.
thank you very much. And I started my career as English language teachers. Then accidentally, I received one wrong email from the company that we provide teachers. So that's when I saw the email, we provide teachers. So I started working on that. Why don't I, shouldn't I work that I provide teachers? So
Very good.
from Oman. So we started sending emails to the company, created website, so approached teachers. So in 12 years, we became a big family of 18,000 teachers on our LinkedIn, 5,000 teachers on my in my email box right now. So I quit my job. Now I'm in Dubai. I'm doing online business. So feeling good. Yeah, this is the thing.
Fantastic. Wow, very good. So, this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for people to kind of learn about recruitment in the Middle East, particularly for teachers. So, you said you started teaching as an English language teacher yourself, and then you started your own recruitment company. So, maybe you could just give some advice to people. You said it's recruitment season at the minute. What can people do to improve their chances of getting a job in the Middle East?
That's a very good question. Very, very good question. First of all, I'm thankful that you conducted this meeting. It is helpful for other people as well.
Yeah.
And I put some articles. See, I met one guy, I will tell you. He came, he said, Imran, I need a job. He was desperate. I
Okay.
said, we need only British American teachers. We can't hire you. So what he did, he took a flight to meet me from his home country. He came
Wow.
to Dubai to meet me. Okay, I
Incredible.
was surprised. So I got a little bit scared and surprised. What happened? This guy. He said, "Mr. Imran, there is one guy is waiting for you." Oh my God, he came. We had lunch together and we talked. I said, "Look, requirements are there for British and American teachers, right? You're from my same country, Pakistan. I do understand, but sometimes it is luck. They hire you." He said, "I have some family problem. I have to support my family. We have money problem." I said, "This is the email addresses 1, 2, 3, 4. Please send your CV directly." So he sent his CV directly. He had an interview. He got a job, and now he's in Oman. He texts me on Facebook, and he thanked me. And even his wife also got a job. So I said, okay. So how people they can get a job? They should apply through company, a recruitment agency. They shouldn't give up. Okay, they should keep applying and they should visit countries sometime because sometime in teachers they need people due to coronavirus who are already available in Middle Eastern country.
Okay.
Okay, they should visit country. Number one, they should open the website. They should email their CV directly. First preference, they should email directly rather than agency
Okay.
because agency will make money from teachers. And number two, I by myself we are agency but we don't charge teachers. We try our level best to please them.
Wow.
Number one. Number two, they should make account on LinkedIn, Indeed, bet.com, and their CV should be very much professional. All
Absolutely.
right, and they should have a contact number, two contact number, and two emails, not one. Sometimes they people they miss calling, they are not available. Sometimes phone doesn't work. Sometimes email. Their CV should be professional. Number two, they should have international experience,
Okay.
worldly. They should be worldly, like okay, they should be worldly. Like once they didn't have British and American teachers in Saudi Arabia, and they told me, Imran, okay, no UK people are we don't have. Okay, at least teacher from non-speaking countries from Asia, he should have international teaching experience.
Okay. Good to know.
right? And they shouldn't put their CV in images in Drive. They should make their CV in PDF. Some people, they put their CV in image. That makes a very bad impression.
Okay, yeah, and sometimes it changes the format as well. You know, it looks good on your side, but on the other side, it changes.
Exactly, exactly. And they should have a practice of interview.
Mm.
Now, what I'm doing counseling for some teachers who don't get a job on LinkedIn, counseling, teachers counseling, student counseling. Mr. Imran, I want to be a teacher. I have done my bachelor in education. What shall I do? Master. Okay, master, do it in masters in education. You'll be powerful. You can get a job, KG teacher, English teacher. Some people, they do misguided, they don't do, they do business administration. So most of the degrees we receive, master in business administration and computer. So they should be as specialized in the same thing.
Okay, good, Imran. And for example, so say you've been an English language teacher for a couple of years and you want to get a job as maybe an academic director or a principal of a school. What kind of education and experience do people need to get those positions?
Well, if you want to get a very good job like academic or leadership role, you should have a degree, master's in education. Okay. Leadership skill, master education is very important. Okay. And you must have had 2-3 years experience as a principal, as a vice principal, as a manager. Okay. There are some people, they have a degree, master in education, but they don't have experience. Mm-hmm. So 2 to 3 years experience as a manager, as a principal as well.
Great. And you're somebody, you know, you have your own recruitment company, you've seen thousands of CVs. So does the requirements for a CV vary if you're applying for a job in Oman or Dubai or Thailand? So for example, is a picture necessary on all CVs?
Okay, good. That is a very, very good question. Look, I put this question on LinkedIn. Some of the people, they objected. They say in America, we don't put photo. Yeah. Right. So we had some disagreements. I said no, but in Middle East, yesterday when Qatar school, they say, Imran, whenever you send CV, please always put photo. In Middle Eastern country, photo is very important. They want to see the teacher. They want to see the personality of a teacher. Okay. And yeah, in application form in all Middle East school, photo is very, very important. Why photo is important? Because school, they want to make sure the person, his looks, his personality, okay, and they want to make sure the person is the real person. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. I agree with America, Canada. You see, that is their own requirements. According to them, they are right. But in Middle East, they are also they have different requirements. Yeah, photo is very important, and your questions are very logical. You're asking. I'm really glad to hear it.
Good, good. And another thing that's quite different compared to, for example, I'm Irish, and we'd never put our date of birth on our CV. But obviously, for visa reasons, your date of birth is quite important. So is that something that you should be putting on your CV as well, or it's not necessary?
That is another very interesting question, sir. Now, some of the candidates, they get angry sometimes whenever I ask their passport. They said, no, nowadays cameras are there, they take their. Then I go to a Ministry of Oman college. They say, Imran, we need their passport to verify their age. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. To verify their nationality. If they are from English-speaking country, date of birth, the place of birth, that is evidence. We need their passport. So candidates said, no, we can't give. But some of the candidates, they give their passport, everything. They know it, like it is not a scam like that. So we don't communicate with those candidates who are paranoid in sending passport. Okay. But I try to make sure it is not scam, okay, like they are asking for information. But sometimes candidates, they feel nice after 5 days, then they send their passport.
Okay, true. And saying you're a native speaker or that you were born in England or America or somewhere where English is the first language, if you're applying for a job as an English language teacher, is that something you should put down on your CV?
Well, yes, it is important because all over the world, native speakers, they have a great demand. Okay. If you put it native speakers, many schools, they will hire you immediately. And also the salary is also based on native speakers. Like I was English teacher in Oman. Okay, I was getting like 3,200. With the same qualification, native speaker was getting 3,400. So there was difference of 200. Therefore, native speaking country, I think it's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And I'm just going to finish up on just one or two more things on the CVs on this topic. So some people include kind of what can be considered irrelevant information like hobbies and interests. What's your opinion on including, like, what are important skills to have? For example, maybe Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, being able to work with technology in the classroom. What would you say are important skills and achievements to put on your CV?
Well, I think you need to put on your CV LinkedIn profile link,
Okay.
and video introductory video.
Okay.
YouTube link.
Video.
Now, yesterday, one lady in here, she said, Imran, you're a recruiter. I want to discuss what shall I add. Now, she made very interesting her video, like 007 James Bond, like in the beginning, like somebody comes, okay, like CID.
Okay.
So she made a very interesting video. In the video, like there is a light, somebody's catching, her picture comes, and she shows her introduction. Okay, I'm from this country, I'm doing that. She made a very beautiful video. Okay, and on your profile, you don't need to make your CV so long. It shouldn't be more than 2 pages. One day I received one CV that was more than 100 pages.
Oh my God! Wow.
So a recruiter don't have time to read it. So how we screen the CVs? Okay, name, nationality, qualification, 2 years, colors, name, qualification, experience, finish. So we screen CV very fast because daily we see hundreds and thousands of CVs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should put on your introductory video that will make a great impression. Okay, sometimes people they hire, yes, we want this guy. And some people they send directly offer after watching the video. So on your CV, put a LinkedIn profile, your video introductory, okay, put it, or YouTube or any link, put it. It will make a great impression. Yeah, as PowerPoint presentation, don't make it something too much lengthy. Just simple things, put it.
So you hire people, teachers and principals and academic directors for a range of different countries like Oman, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, China, Thailand. That's what I've seen recently. Where would you say are the best countries to apply to if you're an English language teacher, or if you want to be a primary school teacher or a secondary school teacher? Where are there the most jobs? Information like that.
You have amazing questions, man. All right, great. The best country to teach English, I'm saying from the core of my heart, I will say Muscat, Oman.
Wow. Okay.
Where I taught English. Why is the best country to teach English? You can save a lot of money. Things are cheaper. Desert, beaches. Omani people are so nice, so decent. Any problem happens with you, like you're driving a car, you don't have a petrol, your car is stuck, you will see so many Omanis will come to help you.
Wow.
Right? You will have zero problem in Oman. Perfect safety, nice people, nobody can rob you, no crime. So there was one British lady, she got a job in Oman. Okay. When she left Oman, she went to London. When she came out of the airport, one guy, he snatched her purse. And she texts me, Imran, I have been mugged. Somebody just took my purse. I'm missing Oman. It was so safe and peaceful. All right?
Yes. Yeah.
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 So Oman is best country for business. Best country to teach English is Oman. Like you enjoy your time. After teaching, the question comes always weekend. Okay, we are going to desert. We're going for camping. We are going to Dubai. So people are nice. Food is great. Their beaches are lovely. Restaurants are great. So Omani people, they are very helpful. So the best country is Oman. Yeah.
Very good. And what about the other countries? Like, are there many jobs in, are there more jobs in Oman compared to Saudi Arabia? What kind of jobs are there available in Thailand? What are the differences?
Well, more jobs this time are in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
All right. Jobs are less in Oman, but more jobs are in Saudi Arabia and China because there is a great demand of teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And the less salary is in Thailand, Turkey.
Okay.
And great salary is in Qatar and Saudi Arabia and UAE.
Mm-hmm. And
All right.
is it more difficult to get a job in the United Arab Emirates compared to Saudi Arabia? Because just personally, from my experience, I don't see as many opportunities in the United Arab Emirates compared to Saudi Arabia.
You're right. It is difficult to get a job in United Arab Emirates because the requirements are very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Bachelor in math, 5 or 4 is high school teaching experience. Person should be from native speaking country.
Okay.
Fine. In Saudi, if you have a bachelor degree in education, if you're from South Africa, 2 years experience, they will take it.
Okay, interesting. That's very good to know. And just one further question I have, I've seen people asking it. Maybe you could give some advice if you know. A lot of the packages they offer, the school will provide accommodation or they'll provide an accommodation allowance. Would you recommend the school accommodation, or it really depends on what school you're going to? How do you make a decision whether to take the accommodation allowance or to stay with the school's accommodation?
Well, I would advise school accommodation is much better. There was one school in Qatar and Saudi, their accommodation was fantastic. So most of the teachers are staying with good international schools where accommodation is great. Okay. And some of the teachers, they go for allowances and they leave accommodation. Later, when they cannot find good accommodation, then come back to the school.
Yeah, okay. It's good to know that that option is still there. And a very important thing to speak about now is the effect of COVID. So how has COVID affected getting a job in the Middle East, and how has it affected you and your business and the industry in general?
Well, COVID-19, we had a great loss. We lost millions. All right. My 50 teachers were at the border in the UK, America. Those poor guys, they left processing their visa. They say Imran embassies closed due to COVID-19. It was a very horrible effect.
Terrible, isn't it? It's terrible.
And one of the female Australian teachers, she was in Turkey. She lost her job. She doesn't have parents, mother, nobody. She was crying at the hotel after losing a job. She couldn't go to Australia, and it was very horrible. So people, they had a very hard time. We had a great loss, but we never give up. So we changed the strategy. We started hiring teachers who were already in Saudi Arabia with their own visa. So yes, we have this teacher. We give them, they got hired, and we get paid. Yeah. So if we were earning 100%, we started making 40%.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. But it is going like, like a turtle, the way the walks. Okay. Yeah. So in the same way, like we started doing it slowly and gradually. Okay. But now this month, again, recruitment is up now.
Okay, good.
It is perfect now.
Wow. And just, I've seen that, I keep saying Saudi Arabia because I was just looking at the opportunities there recently, but they've actually, I'm pretty sure they have a ban on people entering the country until the middle of May. So how do you overcome these obstacles? Is it because you're hiring for positions in September and you hope that there'll be a window to get into the country, or how does that work?
Well, they have a plan to bring teachers in August and September. In August and September, they 100% believe everything will be fine.
Okay, good.
My teacher, they are processing their visa for Saudi Arabia now. Embassies are, I think, they in fact be open. They are processing their visa. They don't have any problem.
Okay, that's really good to hear. Fantastic. And so 2 weeks ago, you wrote, hiring season has begun. It's time for people to get active. And is there any other advice you could offer people if they want to get a job in the Middle East? Like, one interesting question is a CELTA better than a TEFL? And are people accepting TEFL that are done online at the minute, or should people still attend a classroom CELTA?
Well, CELTA is just considered guards of teaching English language teaching, right? Okay, CELTA is much better, all right? Like when there were teachers teaching in Oman, okay, they were given notice, if you don't have a CELTA, ministry decided until 2021 or 22, teachers will be fired.
Wow, wow.
So they started doing CELTA immediately. And some of the teachers in the evening time, they were going to Hawthorne, Muscat, there was one center, they were doing it. So TEFL, if it is not observed teaching, if there is no observed teaching practice face-to-face, in Middle East, the teachers will be fired.
Wow, okay, that's very good to know.
Those teachers who were teaching, it is a story, right? I'm telling it, when I was English language teacher in Oman, so according to my experience, please don't do online. You will lose your money, your time. You will teach for 1 year in Middle East. Ministry will announce online degrees are not accepted. You will be fired for nothing. Do CELTA, which is the most powerful course. Okay, yeah. If you're going to do TEFL, it should have observed teaching practice. Total hours should be 100 to 20 hours, and it should include 8 hours. Okay, I don't know how many hours, but it should include observed teaching practice.
Yeah, that's definitely good advice. So could you walk us through the hiring process for a teacher? So for example, Imran, if I sent you my CV and then you saw that there was a good position available, do I have 2 interviews? Do I speak with you first and then the school? How does the whole process work? And does it vary from region to region, or from a corporate institution to an English language school? How does the whole process vary?
Well, different schools, they have different requirements. Like English Language Academy in Saudi Arabia, they need video recorded interview. I have to interview you. Okay. Introduce yourself, tell me about your qualification, teaching experience, creativity in the classroom, using technology in the classroom, discipline, challenges, okay, and how do you handle students if they're making problem in the classroom? I will interview. Other school, they say, no, we want to interview teacher on Zoom. They will interview face-to-face. Okay? And sometimes some of the school, they want me to interview, and some school, they want to interview face-to-face. And some schools, they want to interview teacher on WhatsApp. They don't have time.
Oh, wow.
And so, Imran, send me CVs on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, I have to send CV. They don't have time, right?
Yeah. God, it's amazing how it works. So maybe the most interviews would be 2 interviews that people have. Would that be true?
Most of the interviews are 1. Okay. Few interviews are 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then maybe just to finish up, where do you think some of the best opportunities are in the Middle East? And what industries do you think will be the busiest in the coming years? So is it private English language schools? Is it secondary schools, primary schools? What organizations are the busiest and hiring the most at the moment?
Well, in the future, I'll say the busiest market, of course, that will be Saudi Arabia and China. All right. Mm-hmm. So because they pay well, Saudi Arabia, they pay well. All right. Saudi Arabia, China, Taiwan.
Taiwan, okay.
Yes.
Very interesting. During the COVID pandemic, I was an English language teacher in Dublin, in Ireland. And I used to go into companies, and I had students from LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, who were professional people, and they wanted to improve their English. But then when the pandemic started, I couldn't go into English schools or companies anymore. So I started helping people with their CVs and cover letters. So that's how I transitioned and pivoted during COVID. And I think that this video was going to help a lot of people with their CVs and cover letters and give them the information they need to have a successful application. So thank you very much for taking the time, Imran. Your experience and your generosity with your information has been much appreciated. And I hope that we can do this again sometime soon. Hopefully people will like it and maybe we can answer their questions as well.
Inshallah, it is a pleasure, and your question was so much logical. And I'm sure this video will help thousands of teachers and people.